I had a conversation with some people the other day discussing evolution, and someone outside the conversation chimed in and said that they believed in evolution, but they didn't think man came from apes. I pointed out just some of the basic clues that point to a common ancestor, including the fact that we share about 98% of the same genes and fit all the descriptions of monkeys according to taxonomy. I want to point out right now that this person is far from stupid. In fact, this person is quite brilliant, however, not on evolutionary theory. The person was just ill-informed, and the things I said were kind of a shock, leaving the room in awkward silence. One of the people in the discussion tried to be consoling, saying that, hey, this is a free country and you are entitled to your opinion. To which I had to say, no, you aren't, about facts and evidence. As an example, I'll let you know that sports and cars are something I know almost nothing about. I know how to fix my own car on certain levels, and it's something to get me from point A to point B without being inconvenient. Now imagine people were having a discussion on which was the fastest car, or the highest quality luxury car. Now imagine I said, well, in my opinion, it's the Ford Tempo. Not only would I sound like a complete moron, I would be factually dead wrong. I'm not qualified to have an opinion on this subject. The same is true with sports. If football fans were sitting around talking about the best team and I said, I believe that the Detroit Lions were the best team, and I made that opinion based on authority I put on a person who told me that person obviously doesn't know anything about football, just like the Bible authors really didn't know anything about the origins of life and the universe. I've spent 4 years of my life studying biological and genetic mechanisms, and I think I am qualified to have opinions on some of the facts I found in science, depending on what parts of my field I've studied. If someone who has spent more time in that part of the field comes along and tells me something I didn't know or disagreed with, I would have to do more research in that area either to prove or disprove my position as correct. Usually, however, I will assume that the person is correct, as they use the scientific method and peer review, and so long as I don't have any reason to doubt, I will usually believe the person, as it holds little impact on my life. I do the same with any other branch of science. I may not trust them as people, but I have found the scientific method and peer review system to work and act as a way to eliminate the majority of human error in science. Therefore, I will either defer opinion to people who have spent the time studying, or I will work very hard and research it for myself. No one can know everything about a field of study, and for that matter, we know only a small iota of information that is known and can be known, and we use the scientific method as a way to pass on truth and knowledge between fields. Without it, no individual field would make sense in how they relate to other fields, as you would have to study everything about both fields, which is impossible to prove your point. When a person begins doubting something that has passed peer review, that person had better put the time doing years of research on the issue, weighing all the facts, or shut up. That person is not allowed to have an opinion on the matter any more than I'm allowed to have an opinion on the fastest car. It's not that I'm stupid. I could do years of research and find out, but I have a limited lifespan, and therefore I have to limit my interest and focus my scope of knowledge so I can have opinion on issues I find important. So folks, keep your opinions to stuff you know and study, and leave the stuff you don't understand to someone who does. Just like I don't have an opinion on sports, cars, music theory, mathematical formulas, art history, astronomy, M-theory, aeronautics, oceanography, meteorology, physical chemistry, knitting, quantum dot theory, steam cycle theory, agriculture, botany.